Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I mean, podcast. I've been literally filming a vlog as I'm doing this, so in my head, I'm in the YouTube mentality. I'm not making a podcast yet. Hi. I know, where have I been? I'm so sorry. I know you missed me. Or you didn't. That was embarrassing. Sorry. I've been a mess. My life has been crazy. Wait, okay, actually, hold on. First off, I'm gonna mention why I'm in the garage. If you're listening to this on Spotify, you can't see and you don't care. But for those watching this video on YouTube, I'm in my garage because usually I like to film when I'm record when I'm alone in my house, so it's not like noisy because my family is like a very loud family. So I do that. But today I was like, okay, I have to film this podcast episode. Like I need to do this. It's been months. I need to stop putting it off, so I'm just gonna do it even if it's in the garage. So hopefully this doesn't get like less views because of that. So please keep watching. Did it disconnect? No, sorry. Anyways, yeah, hi everyone. Sorry about that. I hope that you're doing well, and I hope that you're enjoying your Christmas break, and I hope you enjoy Christmas. But yes, I've been a disaster and a mess. I think I'll give you guys a little update on what the frick is going on in my life right now. A lot. First off, a lot's going on. I got diagnosed with OCD, which makes a lot of sense. Let's see. The mental health just got worse, And then and then I found out I have scoliosis. That's wonderful and makes me so very happy. So I have scoliosis. I'm having a lot of issues with friends at school. So like depression and stuff. So like there's so much going on. I found out I have an iron deficiency because I'm having some struggles with eating right now a little bit. There's like a lot going on in my life. It's a little insane. And then on top of all that, it's finals and then other things about drama at school I'm not going to talk about because people from my school watch this podcast. If you're watching, hi. So yeah, it's been crazy. So that's why I haven't really been active at all. Not really like at all. I haven't. It's been months since I posted an episode. I'm really sorry. But hi, this episode is going to be about how social media just killed romance. It genuinely ruined it, and that's really sad to hear because romance and love is such a beautiful thing, and it's genuinely just been replaced with so much lust and hatred, and I'm really sick of it. I mean, honestly, it's just like, I feel like in the past it would be like, hello everybody, I'm going to be sending a love letter to Gregory through a pigeon. I'm going to put lots of love into the letter, confess my undying love to him, and how I will love him for the rest of my days. I'm going to put flowers with the card. I'm going to give it to a pigeon. It'll arrive at his home, and he'll pick it up, and he'll take the beautifully stamped letter out, and he'll read it and fall in love. And now it's guys going, hey, what'd you look like? Hey, like, do you send? It's kind of what it feels like, and it's pretty sad to see. Unfortunately, yeah. Hold on one second, y'all. Sorry about that. I am back. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna talk about how social media. Sorry. Oh my God. Totally just like destroyed romance in many ways. First thing I wanted to talk about was hookup culture and like the different dating apps and platforms and how incredibly painfully problematic they are. Oh my gosh, Hinge. My bad. Yeah, all that kind of stuff. Bumble, etc. It's made just romance such a terrible thing, and I really am sad about it. First off, these platforms are just built off lust. That's it. Because, I think that in my opinion, love comes from, real love, not lust. Real love comes from knowing someone deeply, and you're not going to get that from someone cramming their personality into one caption. It's like, when you make yourself a profile, you write what you want people to see about you. You present yourself in a certain way. And it's so sad because, no one's going to really know you. And so when someone swipes up on you and you're like, oh my gosh, this person liked me. No, they like this picture of your body that you posted. It sucks, but that's like the harsh reality, honestly. Which stinks a lot. It's just super not good. Humans thrive on real connection. We're literally made for like real, like hold on. I'm gonna hold my mic a different way right now. It's so sad because, what happened to real connections? It's all built off lust. It's all built off, it's like women have become, well, not even just women, people have become like categories. When you're looking through a dating app and you put the filters on, I want someone who, let's see, is skinny. I want someone who has blonde hair. They gotta have blue or green eyes, either one. Their hair needs to be long. I don't like people with short hair. Like, it just creates people into literal categories. And it just is really sad because humans are such mysterious beings. And I think something that love thrives off of is slowly getting to learn more about one another. You're not going to get that in the chat of a dating app or Snapchat. The amount of relationships that start with from Snapchat is crazy. And I get that some of them work, and I'm not going to say every single relationship that happens from like an app is bad, but a lot of the times it's not going to end well. I mean, and I literally know a couple on YouTube who like met through Tinder or something. Like, you can make it work, but that's if you have good intentions, and a lot of people don't. Most of the people using these apps are people who couldn't give a shit, honestly, more about like anything other than the lust, and it's really sad. I don't know. I guess like in my head, I want a relationship where we can slowly discover more parts of each other. Not like that. Not like that. I mean, in our personality, It's just so beautiful to get to slowly learn more about each other and build a really strong bond and connection. That's what humans really thrive off of. Like, how are some of us even fucking surviving out here? I'm barely not. Humans need real connection. That's really lacking today in love. And that's really sad. I mean, where did it go? I don't know. It's all built off of lust. Also, something else that comes really heavily with dating apps and such is commitment issues. Commitment issues, I feel like finding a man these days, like, who isn't just up for a one-night hookup and that's it, is nearly fucking impossible. I mean, it's so difficult, and it's because of the hookup culture and the commitment issues. Listen, I'm not going to judge you. You want to do a one-night stand, you do a one-night stand. You want to hook up with someone just for a night, and it's mutually known. First off, it has to be mutually known you guys will never speak to each other again. You have to have the same expectations of what you're going in and what you're going to get out of this. You have to, or else it's just going to end so poorly for both of you. If you want to do that and it's mutually known, no judgment. You do you. We all do that sometimes. But if it's not mutually known, it creates so many issues with like expectations. Because with a one-night stand, if one person is like, oh, I just want to hook up with this person for the night. I don't want a relationship out of this. I need this right now. Okay, great. The other person is looking for a long-term relationship. It's going to end terribly in arguments, and it's so, because people who have commitment issues and are only looking for a one-night stand, they assume, I'm not categorizing or saying literally everyone is like this, but a lot of people think just because they're like that means that's what everyone else's expectation is, because it's so normalized. So they don't think it's important enough to bring up with a partner, which is really sad. I mean, it's really sad. I feel like a lot of this episode is just going to be me saying like, this is so sad, because it is sad how this world is making romance. I feel like it's not even romance anymore, honestly. Like, it's so much lust. Like, you see someone on a dating profile, ooh, they look hot. That's the first thing they think of you, by the way. They're not going to get to know your personality ever, unless you guys like meet up in real life and start something. It's so crazy, because it's I don't know how people fall in love with just looks. I know some people on like Snapchat like fall in love with people not even like calling them or anything. I don't know how people do that. No judgment, but it doesn't work for me. Like, I need connection. I need to know this person's personality, right? Because the thing that people display on the internet, on social media, on dating apps, what they want to display, right? So that's what people are getting. So is this partner gonna get the real version of you, or are they gonna get this like meticulously, is that a word? Is that how you say that? I don't know how you say that word. Like, created version of you that you like put every detail into it that you want to be shown, and every detail you don't want to be shown you take out of it, like that version of them. Like, which version are you getting? And that's so sad. You never really know. It's just sad. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I have my notes up here. Actually, I should just put them here. I don't know why I had them on the floor. Okay, let's see. What was another thing I wanted to talk about? Oh yeah. On like Snapchat and stuff, isn't there like a best friend rank? That's wild. First off, that's a little wild. Sorry if the mic is moving around a lot, or if you can hear it. I hope you can't hear it, but if you can, really sorry about that. I've been trying to like set up right now because I'm in a different space than I usually am, in the garage. That's crazy. First off, that's crazy that there's literal ranks for like it's literally a hierarchy at the end of the day. That's a little wild, bro. That's a little wild. Because, and then it creates like issues with like, oh my gosh, like if I'm not this guy's best friend on Snapchat, that's not like the label I have for him. Does he like not like me? Hello? You're basing your perception off your relationship off what an app is telling you. Babe, you get to make that up. Coming in, this is what I'm bringing into next, which is going to talk to next, is labels. Girl, what? Situationship, one night stand, talking stage, like, what? What? And there's more words out there, I just can't think of them, but there's more, and there's a lot. Like, I mean, it feels like it doesn't even matter what's true in the relationship anymore. All that matters is the label. Are you guys just talking, or are you guys in a relationship? Let us go at our own pace. And I'm not saying that like labels are bad and you shouldn't use them at all. If you feel comfortable with labels and that makes you feel good about the relationship and both of you are on that side, okay, that's amazing, and I'm really happy for you. But here's the thing, right? If it's the fact that everyone cares so deeply about the labels. It's like so many people need to know. It's why they're always asking, right? Like, oh, are you talking? Are you together? Or is this a situationship? What's going on? Can we please just figure it out at our own pace, and we'll get there when we need to? We'll get there when we can. It doesn't need to be like a race to the top. Or actually, you know what? Now I'm thinking about it. It's never a race to the top with all the commitment issues going on. It's a race to the sex. I'm going to be so honest. I'm going to be honest with you. That's what it is in a lot of relationships, which is so shitty. And like, just again, the commitment issues that people get from like these apps is crazy. Like, it's really sad. Because you're so used to a one night stand or just hooking up for one night, hookup culture. You're so used to that you assume that's what everyone is, thinking. So if you get into an actual relationship and you're not used to putting in a commitment, you're going to give up the first rough patch you reach. Like, am I wrong? Because I don't think I am. So many men in particular, if you're a man watching this, not sorry though. If you're a man who doesn't have commitment issues, period, thank you. But if you are, proceed with caution. Like, oh my god, the first rough patch we meet, I don't think I want to put in this much of an effort to keep us alive. Because I'm so used to us just hooking up every now and then and not being enough. Like, what? Hello? It's really sad. Do you not care about the relationship? Maybe you do, but you're clearly not putting in enough effort. Hello? It's sad. Also, every girl is like an option. There's such a whoa, English. Again, going back to the Snapchat ranking and stuff like that, this creates a literal hierarchy. You have options. You have options of women. That is insanely dehumanizing. That's crazy to think. That men have, and not only men, this happens with women, like, have all these people that they're snapping. And, I mean, maybe they all think that you want a relationship with them. They don't know that you're snapping all these other people. They have no idea. Maybe every one of them thinks that. That's terrible that you're leading them on like that. And I'm sick of men doing so much leading on, and it's really sad. Okay, I'm gonna be repeating this. It's really sad a lot in this podcast because it is really freaking sad. Anyways, going back to the commitment issues part. This is gonna lead to a lot of dissatisfaction in the relationship, either from the side where, from both sides, honestly, from the side where you don't have the energy or the commitment to put in a commitment, you know what I'm saying, or from the side that's like, I expected you to commit because this is a relationship and I thought we made it mutually clear. It makes so much it creates so much dissatisfaction in this relationship because you guys are going to have the energy to get through each problem. Okay, real relationships are not smooth sailing all the time. Never. That's not real. That's because on social media you can post, again, like I said earlier in this podcast episode, you can post what you want. You choose how people view your relationship with them. So maybe from that you'll view it and be like, oh, it should be like our relationship, but it's not. Because every single rough patch you guys come across, you don't think that's normal, but it is. It's sad to think that. Like, maybe it's so sad to think that some people think that, like, a relationship is supposed to be this, like, smooth sailing thing with no issues, no bumps in the road. There will be bumps in the road. There will be rough patches. My best friend, who I don't know if you're watching right now, but I love you. We have so many issues, dude. And we get through them and we make it out the other side. This is not in like a relationship, we're just friends, but like this is applied with everything. But especially in the context of romantic relationships, people just don't care enough to like get past it and talk about it because talking about my feelings, oh, I would never want to do that. Like, hello, it's so sad. But anyways, overall, lust is what all of these platforms were made of, and that's it, and that's what they thrive off of. I was reading an article while I was doing my research for this show. Apparently, I saw a Tinder date ad. It was an ad from Tinder. And I kid you not, it said, meet the love of your night. Wait, hold on, back up. The love of my night? What? That's it? Just for the night? Be clear, just for the night. Hello? That's insane. That's Tinder, like, just fully embracing the hookup culture and how terrible it is. I mean, the amount of like depression and anxiety that ties to these things is crazy. The amount of anxiety that's created from hiding stuff from your partner through an app, because when you're messaging people on Tinder and stuff, you can hide so much because you only say what you want to say, you know? So it's just like the amount of anxiety that's created from it, depression, everything. So many mental health issues come from these dating apps, and it sucks. One more thing, though, is that lust doesn't have to be a bad thing if there's real love behind it. Okay, but that's the thing about wow! I can't talk. The reason these platforms are so terrible and ruining so many relationships and creating toxic ones is because there's nothing other than the lust. Because like I was saying, lust is from the photos. You see a woman's body, ooh, I feel lust. I don't feel the love, though, because you can't feel love for someone by seeing their personality summed up in one caption. That's not how that works. And if it can, your standards are low, babe. You need to raise them out of hell. Okay? It's just crazy. Also, one last thing before I end this little topic. Dangerous, maybe? Meeting up with random people, maybe? Maybe having unwanted sex? Maybe getting raped? Question mark, possibly? You know, you could get pregnant. You don't know these people. You could get kidnapped. Hello? I don't know. It's just crazy how, like, also dangerous it is. I mean, if you use, this is no shame at all, no judgment at all in this podcast, ever, unless you're a man who is a cheater and has commitment issues. That's the only way you're going to be judged, which is valid. Anyways, like, that's crazy to think that there's even more that's wrong with these dating apps. If you use a dating app, you please, for the love of God, be careful. People will make such careless decisions just to have sex. It could be unwanted sex. It could be, like, so much stuff could go wrong, and it's crazy. It is. Yeah. Okay, let's see. The next thing I wanted to talk about was high expectations. This is really, really similar to the commitment issues. Like, I mean, I feel like with the dating apps, you can put in different, like, characteristics of yourself, maybe, or, like, personality traits. You know, there's, like, those apps where, like, it's like a dating app and you put in, like, your different characteristics and traits about yourself, personality traits, and then it'll, like, match you to someone. So you're putting yourself in categories so that men can look through women by category to choose one from all these options. If you're doing this for a partner and you're safe, yay, good for you. But I hope your standards are high, because chances are your standards are very low if you're doing that. If you're going to look for a man, if you have a good amount of standards and you're looking for a good man, you're going to use these apps, great, proud of you. But, I mean, just to think that women are okay with men just seeing them as categories or an option or not. Here's the thing. I feel like so many men these days, they see love as a convenience, which is crazy to think. But, I mean, it's true. Maybe not even the love. Maybe just, like, I think just the sex and the lust. Love is a bonus. If you get in a relationship, that's just a little extra bonus. What? That's crazy to think how so many men think these days. But I think it's genuinely true. It's just crazy. But, you know, everyone's created this idea of the one. I don't like that. There's multiple people. If someone doesn't work out for you, you'll be fine. Twin flames, I don't really believe in it. If you believe in it, good for you, but be careful. Oh my God, speaking of twins, this is off topic, but that's the whole point of this podcast. I saw an episode a little while ago, but this man was losing his freaking mind. He's like, I'm a spiritual person. This guy was like crazy spiritual. He believed in, like, it was, I'm no judgment, but he was very spiritual. And so he believed very heavily in the twin flames. And someone had commented on one of his videos, and it was like, what if I'm married, but I just met my twin flame? And I kid you not, this super spiritual guy, he responded to this saying, well, guess what you're going to do? Say goodbye to that silly marriage. You want to know the craziest part? Those were his exact words. He genuinely said, let go of that silly marriage. Hello? That is genuinely despicable. That's despicable. You're a spiritual person. You believe heavily in twin flames. Okay. That's wonderful, but you need to understand and recognize the issues it creates. Sorry, that was a little off, like, sidetrack rant. Just like this, the whole point of this podcast is low-key just ranting and being off topic. But yeah, like, we have this idea of the one, or like in our head, you can have a type, that's fine. I sometimes have a type, you know. But if you're like, okay, she needs to be blonde, she needs to have blue eyes, she needs a skinny waist, she has to have big boobs, her thighs need to be thin, but she's got to have some meat on her ass. Like, that's how men will genuinely speak about women, and it's just devastating how dehumanizing it is. But it's kind of true. Men, not all men, but a lot of men, which is sad. What was I saying? Hold on, let me get back to my train of thought. Yes, high expectations. So you have these high expectations, also from the beauty filters. And so when you run into relationship issues, that's what causes the commitment issues. Like, going back, that's the cause for it is on social media, the high expectations it creates. Because, again, you only present what you want to present based off your relationship. Like, you guys can have terrible fights. It could be a toxic relationship. And then you post about it, and it's just wonderful butterflies. Like, it's so sad. Let's see. Another thing I wanted to talk about was how insanely normalized. Actually, wait, no, hold on. Wait, one more thing. I was reading an article, and I don't remember who it was from, and I'm so incredibly sorry. But it was amazing, and I read it while I was doing research for this podcast episode. And I found a quote from it. I loved it. It was, "Wounds heal, severed ties do not." If, like, you're going through a big argument in a relationship because of these commitment issues, right? Because of the hookup culture has made it this instant gratification need. So when you hit a rough patch and you don't want to continue with the relationship, you'll just put it to the side. See, that's an example of a severed tie. Because you're not actually solving anything in the relationship because you don't have the energy to. So you're like, okay, we'll forget about it and we'll be fine. And it creates so many more issues, which is sad. And wounds, you can hurt each other. Not, I worded that really poorly. Hold on. It's okay if you accidentally hurt your partner and you make up for it and then you talk about it and you apologize and it's okay. Wounds heal, but just severing those ties doesn't at all. Also, another quote from this that I loved was, "Love is not numerology or some online compatibility tool. It is communication. It is something unpredictable, messy, complicated, but it is reduced to labels. It is not to be reduced to labels," which is so real. Like, love is a messy, complicated thing. I mean, it's not gonna be easy. So, yeah. Oh, also, one more thing. The numbers. I hate the counts, the kiss counts, the body count. Why does it matter? Because you want to know if I'm good at it? Oh, God forbid. It's a new experience I want to create. Also, something that pisses me off is a lot of people will be like, oh, because of this, I don't want to be with you because you won't be good at it. What do you mean you don't want to be my first kiss and be the first person I experience this beautiful moment with? What? Because you just want the quality to be good. No, God forbid I want to make a new experience. Like, what? Hello? A little crazy. I'm sick of the kiss count. I'm sick of the kiss count and people caring about the kiss count. You want to talk about it? Cool, funny. It shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter genuinely to people. It shouldn't deeply matter. It really shouldn't, because it doesn't at the end of the day. And if it does, please rethink your values. Or maybe don't and just keep your shitty values and be a shitty person, but baby, you do you. Anyways, the last thing I'm going to talk about is cheating. Why is cheating so normalized? Saw a video the other day. A guy was like doing a get ready with me. And this man literally goes, come on. You know everyone's cheated at least once. You know you have. Sorry, come again? Pardon? Everyone's cheated. No. That's wild. Wild. Wow. Damn, you need help, first off. But it's so problematic how cheating is so normalized. Labels. Big issue here. Labels create so many excuses. You know what? I didn't actually technically cheat because technically we weren't this and that. Girl, what in the Jeremiah from freaking season 5-3? I don't know what it is. What in the Jeremiah are you doing? We were on a break. What? No, you had an argument and you... What? Sorry, Jeremiah gets me... That boy gets me fired up, man. But, like, why does it... Why is the world like this? That's a question I will never truly be able to answer, unfortunately. But, yeah, romance is becoming a convenience. And that's the issue. That's why cheating is becoming so normalized. Because, again, like I said earlier, you know... sex and the lust, right? That's what you're looking for. But if you get into a relationship, that's just a bonus. That's not important. It's for the lust, right? And so, why wouldn't I cheat if it's just a little bonus point? No, it needs to be mutually known between you and your partner, and it's so sad that with so many people it's not. It doesn't matter how the other person views it to so many people, how they view the relationship, which is just devastating. It shouldn't be a convenience. And then by that train of thought, if it's a convenience for you, it should be a convenience for everyone else. So I'll just treat it as such. No, stop. You're leading in a wrong path. It's sad. Yeah. It's devastating. The way that social media has just become such a toxic place for a toxic environment for relationships. Also, it's so sad to think that so many relationships are displayed online so unrealistically. And they don't show you how the relationship really is. They don't show you that. No, sorry, I'm going to change the mic. Shake out my hand. It's really hurting from holding the mic a certain way. Sorry. What was I saying? Yes. So you just assume that relationships are perfect because of it and there's no rough patches. That's how younger people in relationships are going to look up to that. And that's when the commitment issues come in, as I said earlier. So, I just wish that people would be more open about their relationships and say, hey, we're on a break, or hey, we're struggling, and I want you to know that it's not all smooth sailing. I can't talk. It sucks, dookie. and I wish that it would be better. Luckily, I don't have an experience like this. Thank goodness. If I did, I would definitely be very open about it and how it happened and give advice. But fortunately, I haven't. Although I have been on Snapchat. God, those men are scary. Hey, what you look like? Dude, what do you look like, warrior is crazy. That's the first thing you say. Hey, what's up? What do you look like? That's the first thing you want to know, because you want to know if I look hot or not, because you want to hook up. 99 out of 100 times, that is what it is. It's been rare that I found a guy who said what you look like, and he was genuinely just curious because he wanted to know what I look like. 99 times out of 100 when I've asked, yo, why? It goes, because I want to hook up. Do you send? No, let me live. Ew. It's so normalized. Sorry, this episode I feel like has been particularly me complaining. It's been a lot of me like, ew, it's so sad, but I'm low-key in a complaining mood today. But, I mean, yeah, a little crazy how social media has ruined romance. So, I think I should end the episode there. I don't think there was anything else particularly I want to talk about. But, a little while ago, I did a poll on my Instagram of, what podcast episode would you want to see next? Would you rather see this theme, social media killed romance, or middle school story time? Actually, the middle school story time got the highest ranking, which is the next podcast episode I will be doing. But I needed some time before I did the middle school story time because someone that I will be talking about, I recently lost, and I know he's watching this because he watches all my shit, so you know who you are. Hello. I recently am not friends with this person anymore, and it is rough, so I need to process before I can tell a story about it. So, yeah. That's one of the reasons that recently has been hard for me and why I haven't been posting. I did lose my best friend of 5 years, and it has taken a big, big toll on my mental health. But I'm getting there, and I'm getting to be okay. So don't worry about me. I will be all right. But yeah, let's see. I don't know if there's anything else I wanted to touch on. But I am also filming a vlog today, so make sure to watch that once it's posted on my YouTube channel. But I hope that you enjoyed this video. I feel like this one was a little bit more ranty and yappy and not on topic than usual. I feel like I didn't cover everything. I feel like there's something extra I forgot. You know what? Okay, you know when you leave the house and you swear you forgot something, but you're not sure what it is? You're like, I swear I forgot something. I don't know. What was it? Whoa, did you hear that weird burp I made? Oh my god, sorry. Anyways, I think that's it. This is still the second episode on my podcast, so I'm still figuring out the flow of these podcast episodes. Even though I said I was in the last episode, I need to figure out an intro and an outro because right now I don't have one. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed and I hope you got something from this, or hope I didn't bore you to death by my yapping. I hope that you were interested and I hope you stuck it to the end because, like I said in the last episode, I can barely listen to myself. So the fact that you stuck, maybe that should be my new outro. That should be my new outro. Hold on. Okay, rewind. I'm gonna make my new outro. Ready? Oh, my pimple hurts, sorry. If you stuck around to the end, thank you so much, because I can barely listen to myself yap, so the fact that you stayed around to listen to me yap willingly makes my day. I hope you have a great rest of your day. See that outro 8? Ooh, I'm gonna do that for the rest of my podcast episodes. Okay, I hope that you enjoyed this episode, and I hope that you got something from it. And I hope that you have, not my dog barking. Hope you have a wonderful day, or night, or wherever you are, whatever time zone you're in. And if I know you, I love you. And if I don't know you, I love you anyway. And I hope that you have no experiences with shitty men with no commitment. Who have commitment issues. I hope you don't encounter one of them in the wild because they're scary. Yeah. Make sure to give this podcast a 5-star rating or whatever YouTubers tell you to do, because it seems to be important apparently. Follow the podcast and click the notification bell if you want to know when I will be uploading next. I love you so much. You are a beautiful, beautiful being walking this earth, and I hope that you know it. And I promise next episode I will try my very best to get a nice, appealing background like my room again, and not this terrible garage. Okay. Sending love and strength and kisses to all of you. XOXO. Bye-bye.